We're currently stood on the viewing gallery of what will be the new site accommodation and welfare building, outlooking onto the construction of Curzon Street station. So we're in the middle of Birmingham, so to the east of us are the new viaducts coming in that will form a new railway. To the west we've got the city centre, we've got the Bull Ring, Moore Street station. North of us we've got Millennium Point and the university, and to the south of station we've got Digbeth and the surrounding area. Engineers have been busy working. We've been on the ground since September 2024, installing 2011 piles of varying depths and sizes, and we're here today to mark the completion of those piles, which is a momentous milestone in the programme.
When we first took over the site, there was quite a lot of preparatory work we needed to do, removing obstructions from the ground, creating ourselves some working platforms to be able to start the piling operations. So the piles range between 6 metres in some of the shallow areas, deepest around 24 metres. They're of concrete reinforced pile installed with a continuous flight auger piling rig. It's a piling method we use for this particular ground condition. So the pile foundation helps support the pile cap, which then supports a superstructure. It's quite a heavy structure, so there's a lot of load you get from a train that enters the station on the viaducts.
You can see there's a big secant piled wall, which is 8 metres in depth, and we've removed circa 50,000 cube of material to reduce that level to allow us to start constructing the foundations for the building. There's various levels in the station. You get a real feel when you stood here for the grade difference. So you enter the station in the upper concourse, and then there'll be escalators and lifts down to the lower levels. But the wall is there as a retaining structure to support the earth behind and keep it all in place.
Once we finish the piles, the pile caps, that allows us to finish off the vertical columns, which will support the U-beams. So they will form the platform. So they're precast concrete elements that we bring in, place in position. That performs the platform structures.
Ultimately, when the site and the project is at full capacity, there'll be in excess of 1,000 people working per day on the construction of Curzon Street. So it's a massive piece of infrastructure that's going to employ a lot of people for years to come. The ends of the viaducts here to the east of the station, they were constructed by BBV, and our station connects onto those with new viaducts. So the whole area, the railway comes in at the same level and connects into the station. So the viaducts are there to carry the new railway into the heart of Birmingham. You'll start to see the station come out of the ground. So columns will start being constructed. The viaducts will start going in for the tram corridor. We can hand over to TfWM and their contractor to construct the tram through our site. So the West Midlands Metro actually comes down, swings and goes through, and the tram will travel straight through into Digbeth and up to the sports quarter. There will also then be an entrance opposite the tram stop into the lower concourse area of the station. So the main entrance will be at grade with Moore Street Queensway. So you're walking off the footpath straight down into a big open public realm area straight into the main station. But in addition to that, we've also got the bus connectivity to the north of the station, and there's also going to be taxi ranks. Within walking distance, Moore Street Station, of course. So it's really in the hub of the city with great connectivity to the rest of the public transport network. There'll be 7 platforms, and there's a new arch roof that will cover the concourse. Curzon Street is the terminus station to HS2. High Speed 2 connects people from London to Birmingham, ultimately to reduce journey times between those 2 key cities. But in addition to that, it's of vital importance because it eases congestion and capacity on the existing West Coast main line for freight and passenger use. We've come a long way. Since we put the first pile in the ground, 2011 piles completed. It's a real milestone for the project. Everyone should be really proud of. But as we stand here and now, there's a lot more work to do. We've got a lot of work to do to bring the station to life before that first train arrives. Yeah, a great milestone, a lot more to do.